truth. It's so high, so high.
Tell them we got some firstborn in the building right here. I'm gonna play some tune. Then I'm gonna talk with the Rasta youth them. As you know, they're on a mission, on a journey. Bring back sweet reggae music, yeah?
The truth, nothing but the truth. The whole damn truth. Yeah. The concept where man and his lives bring conflict every day. True. It's so high, so high. The wrong is forever sitting on its throne. That's the truth. The whole damn truth. Nothing but the truth. The whole damn truth. Yeah, yeah. The concept where man and his lives bring conflict every day. From the days of Abraham to this present time.
I'll tell you, when you listen to reggae music like these, you know, prophecy must prevail. And I tell you, we live in Revelation time.
Like the morning sun,
listen to words.
The truth must prevail. The truth.
You know, sometimes when you tell some people truth must prevail,
So
they don't want to listen.
wrong is forever sitting on its throne. That's the truth. The whole damn truth. Nothing but the truth.
I tell the first band families up in the building, we're dropping some of the songs, the new ones, you know what I mean? I tell the boy, big songs coming from the real Rasta youths who've paved the way for a lot of people, you know what I mean? First born again on your radio station this afternoon.
Start the old fire burning, fill us up with water.
Hey, shout out to all my Rasta brethren on the outside. Holy Emmanuel, I King Selassie, I Joe.
Start the old fire burning, fill us up with water. Bring some food from the farm, boil it up in the same pan. Put no flesh in that pot. To give me none of your ball, let me some chant this Rastaman. To give me none of your ball, let me some chant I am.
I tell you, I'm loving this one. I know you're loving it. I know you're loving it. Man, I'm not going to play the old firstborn songs that you know. I'm going to bring the new ones to you this afternoon.
Start the old fire burning, fill us up with water. Bring some food from the farm, boil it up in the same pan. Put no flesh in that pot. To give me none of your ball, let me some chant this Rastaman. To give me none of your ball, let me some chant I am. Mama, 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 tell them I'm a Rastaman. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego had their way in the kingdom of Nebuchadnezzar. They declined rich food and wine, so I will not share the Rastaman concept just because he said it.
I'm telling you, I'm surrounded by Ras.
I'm a Rasta.
Rastas in the building.
If I have to
Rasta Vanella.
just to keep
Rallo. I'm telling the whole firstborn team.
so shall it.
It's a Rasta family right now. I don't know me, I'm Rasta by birth.
No one, no one, no one, no one, no one, no one.
I gotta song I'm gonna drop this afternoon, man. I tell you, this one is my favorite. You know why? Because years ago growing up, first man would have sing and said, how are we gonna survive? You know what I mean? And that was a positive tune. Now the man them come back and say we have to survive. You know what I mean? So I tell you, shout out to everybody out there, man. You know, they say who feels it knows it. You know what I mean? So when you're going through the struggle and the pain, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. You have to survive.
This is for you. We have survived. Then you ruled us, schooled us, fooled us. Yes, you saved us, so we could destroy us. We have survived.
This one right here. Next week I'm putting this one on repeat. Every DJ and everybody that come in the radio station, they have to play it all day through the day, the entire week.
We have survived.
We have survived. We've been through all the storm and the calm, you know what I mean? I'm gonna talk to the brothers before I go farther with this song, you know what I mean? They're in the building, man, and we have to put respect to the name of the legendaries, you know what I mean? Living legendary. Holy Manuel I King Selassie. Draw the Ras. I tell you, boy, the Ras them never give up. You know what I mean? It's good to see the eye them. Draw close to the mic, Ras. Don't frighten the mic. You know what I mean? The lion don't fear.
No.
Yeah, man.
Stand up and deal with it.
It's good to see the brother them. You know what I mean? You know, new year, new gear, and new things coming from Firstborn. It's an honor, it's a pleasure to know that you guys are still working. You know what I mean? And never stop putting in the work.
Never stop.
It takes a lot of work to keep this kind of friendship, you know. It's a lot. How many years you guys are together?
28 it was like 1996 to 2020.
28 years.
Right.
How many kids would have born within those 28 years?
Wow, and make kids too.
And Firstborn is still a name with impact in the music industry in Guyana. Whenever you talk about Firstborn, you know you gotta put respect to Firstborn name. How does it feel to be the national icon? I would say you guys are the national icon.
Well, we give thanks for all the titles, you know, because I think we work for it, you know.
Yeah.
So just give thanks that the people recognize us in them heights, you know.
Yeah.
So
It's the message too, you know, the message in the music.
Well, the message is always positive message you guys bring. You know, I mean, the Ras brings positive message all the time, and I've seen for quite some time in the music industry, reggae have lost its way. You know what I mean? And I find that a lot of young persons now don't pay attention to reggae music. And for me, reggae music is music with substance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could go into a depression situation, you could go into a family situation, and when you sit down and listen to some reggae music, it puts you upon your medi. You know what we would say? Put you upon your medi, and you sit down, you start focus. And it's good to see that Firstborn bringing back the reggae feeling and the reggae vibes. We need it, you know.
Yeah.
The music industry have lost, and we need it. And to see that Firstborn could come and still bring reggae music in 2024, you know what I mean?
One time that was the headline in the Glean Up. Firstborn has brought back the roots of reggae to Jamaica, you know. So this movie is about. It's about a message, a liberty, a way of life, you know, to pave the way for youths to come and follow, you know. So we could never go away from that. This is why we said we have survived it, even though we went through all the tribulations.
But then you ask me how are we gonna survive when we question ourselves for years, but now you come back and you're giving me this story. It's like you give me the answer. We have survived.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for real.
Vanella from an artist and a Rasta Ras. You must got something to ask the Rasta.
Good afternoon, Guyana. Good afternoon, guys. So my first question would be I've heard stuff after the popular songs coming from Firstborn, right? But this one is sound different. This sound like the original Firstborn that everybody know. Where was this music produced? Shoot, go ahead.
Alright, like Firstborn had taken a step back to take production into their own hands. This is why you didn't see Firstborn for over the time. So we built our own studio, we built our band, the Iris band, and we took production into our hands. So now this song was recorded in our studio, but we're doing it in collab with a Guyanese producer in England, Mr. Esmond Cyfox. And the tracks were built by Dan Chandler. He is the person behind UB40.
Right.
Right? And Morgan Heritage, who got Grammy. So we're working with them, doing an album together with Till Shiloh Records, our company, and Mr. Esmond Cyfox from Russian Records.
Right. I know something sounds like this sounds like the real genuine Forest Barn that people know from listening. And this is the first time I'm hearing the song, right? I didn't listen to it before. Even though I had access to it, it's the first time I'm hearing the song and I said, what? Forest Barn back. And plus y'all looking, you're youthful, man. What's his secret? What's his secret? This guy's looking very, very youthful. Now I want to know what's his secret because I want to keep this thing going.
Just humbleness, man.
Just,
keep your mind, intact, keep your mind pure.
Yeah,
keep your mind pure and live up, in truth.
Niceness. And so we were talking about back to the music, right? Because I had to talk the part just now. But back to the music in the context of we're working with these people. You're working with an album. How much track album? Like 5, 15, 20 songs? What are we looking at?
Yes, 15 to 16 songs.
15 to 16 songs.
Yeah, we're in the process of it still. This We Have Survived is a collaboration, the first collaboration with Sonjay, aka Royalty, a Guyanese artist who unfortunately passed June of last year.
Wow.
Right, but he's an artist who stood up for culture in a feminine way. So we did a collab with her. This We Have Survived is that.
How is the Rastafarian culture in Guyana now? Let me ask Rallo as a true with the turban and everything, you know what I mean? And coming from Linden, I know somewhere up the highway there they have the is it the 12 tribe? Is it 12 tribe?
No, up in Linden we have the Nyabingi.
The Nyabingi tribe and stuff. So how is the Rastafari industry like right now in Guyana? What's going on with the Rastafari industry?
I think as Rast we getting stronger and stronger all the time, because there is easy access presently to knowledge of Rastafari. Yeah. So a lot of people really educating themselves because in a time forward, Rasta was just like a zeal, enough people didn't have the kind of access to the knowledge, so enough man might act in a different way and in ways that some people could not understand,
Yeah.
But now Rastafari, we really organizing ourselves and getting to know ourselves better as a people. So I think we're getting stronger as
Are there a lot more Rastafari Empress out there? Because a long ago you used to see a lot of Rasta Empress. You find like this thing mixing, you find a lot of...
It mixing you up, it kind of mixing you up.
It's hard now for you get a true Rasta Empress. You can see women with the style and the fashion and the hair and the head, but then the liberty of it, the Rasta lifestyle.
Yes,
there are not a lot of women into the Rasta liberty like we used to happen before. Like Vanella would call she a stylish dread because
of course, it's nobody likes. Just the locks is the style.
Tell me from the female, is there a lot of female Rastafari females out there right now?
Yes, they got a lot of genuine Rasta sisters out there, and we still give thanks that the sisters them could see it in a positive way for kind of look in a cultured way because they were a time when nobody didn't want to associate with the Rasta. With Rasta and how Rasta look and these things,
Well, it's the same thing I would say when I see a lot of females with the fake locks, and I say if they should actually put in real thing.
Well, you see, it's the patient with some sisters don't have, the patient with
But if you look at it, Rallo, to be honest, it looks good on women these days. When I see a lot of Rasta Empress with the hair, I say, you know what? They should go back to the roots, pick some 6 o'clock, put it in the hair, and get the locks.
And some of them are doing it, Some of them are realizing
How
that.
How many of them know but 6 o'clock though? Sorry to cut you.
Well, this will be saying the access to knowledge is easy right now, so the sisters them looking good with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we would more want to encourage them to be more natural. You know what I mean? But
I agree.
we kind of happy that, you know what I mean, they could look like this rootsy, natural kind of person, you know?
Right, right.
Telling you the fall fingers look good.
It look good.
On some people, you know what I mean?
Showing them how they
Yeah,
could be
it could
really
be
natural.
You know, if I could see me girl me girl, she like put the locks in. You know, if I could see she with locks all the time, I get happy man to see she with locks.
But you
Yes.
never tell you girl,
And then you can ease your pocket to it.
Well, that is the point, you know. Is that the point? As male, we can spend much
But
money.
I sure you didn't tell you girl though. I sure you didn't tell you girl though. You not tell shit up for sure, no. But in the context of the music.
Because the locks them expensive, you know. Don't
Yeah,
feel it, you know what I mean?
Of his cheap
But
locks.
the sisters them kind of love it that way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
In the context of the music, how much do you think the Rastafari influence is influenced by the music compared to the talent? Because you know some people are naturally talented, and it has to be a fusion between the two to create great music. How much of it do you think the religion influences the music?
This is a question for Trian for real.
Alright, anyway, well, within the vibe, well, for me as a person who had been in depth into the liberty, you know what I mean, as a youth man coming up, even though at times some try to say, hey, don't go so hard in it, hey, you could flex, you could do this, you could do, I just had that within me to strive to the level to bring out the best and the most out of it, reading the Bible, seeing what it's all about and what's associated with Ras of today, and found out the Nazarite vow and the things of the vow and the liberty and all around surrounding with all the differences with Rasta. You could have pick out a strength to hold you up in that vibe that associated with like the Bible also. You know, so it's a fundamental foundation that you see is not only the other day when the say Rasta start, but this kind of vibration and lifestyle came from way back. Mm-hmm.
So you're saying Rastafari is coming from the Bible, is the same biblical teachings of
There are teachings in the Bible that if you follow that, you'd say it's the blackest Rasta of today.
Wow.
With locks, with everything.
Yeah.
And plus the strict type of liberty. You says the blackest Rasta of these days, but it's coming through the Bible. You know, so all that associated, I could live the life and see certain things manifest with myself.
Yeah.
Plus, on the musical side, my Oma was a music before I was born. So when I born with that vibe, and my mom told him, oh, she made a music.
Some would say they born crying, but you born singing.
Oh, you could say that.
Yeah.
Some of the first thing I seriously did with a serious face dancing before I could even use my words to bring out the music.
Yeah.
One time my mom said she couldn't get me to sleep only by playing music on the night. And then I sleep with the music.
Yeah. So it's always in you, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. And with that and the liberty of Rastafari, it became the expression within your vibe, because music is an expression, the feelings in your vibe.
What are some? And this goes for all the item. You know, what are some of the challenges you face in the music industry? I know you guys have been there. You've did a lot of work, put in a lot of work. You've paved the way for a lot of Guyanese artists. You know, before all these different singers coming about, there was Forrest Barn, who was leading and paving the way for Guyana. You know what I mean? Putting Guyana on the map. Been to some places that we never thought that Guyanese could have pick up himself and go. You know what I mean? What are some of the challenges you face within your whole music journey?
Well, being straight, you see the copyright and these things, the laws to protect creative people is very, very important to us as creative people, and it's just because of the love, that you see we continue to be a part of this music, because really and truly doesn't have no representation where there is laws to protect us as a people, as creative people. So it's a kind of sad situation of how it has be within Guyana, you know what I mean? And we're going about it. People being thief in our music and doing all kind of thing and using our thing, and we don't get paid for it. So it's a divine love, and then we still know that we have to conquer this system because it has to clean up because creative people.
So have you put systems in place to protect firstborn now? You know, we're living in an era where it's so easy to get things done now. You know what I mean? At that point in time, it was hard when you believe in people and you have to go through people to get so many things done. But now it's good to see that firstborn still here, still recording. You know, I'm just saying that I hope you brothers don't make the mistake that you would have made years ago. Now is the time you could protect, you know, your music, protect your interests, you know what I mean? Because firstborn is still a living legendary group together in Guyana.
Give thanks.
And a lot of people need to recognize that and put respect to the name. So you brothers now need to protect your work now.
Well, there is many ways in protecting international or out of our country, you know, because most out of the country people have their laws.
Yeah.
So our thing is protected more international, but when it comes to
Guyana, home base,
you know what I mean, where the average youths could go to the studio, take his own money, invest, go to the studio, create a thing. But to make back something, to be able to go to the studio again, it's really tough for us.
How do you think we could fix that situation in Guyana? I know some of the heads of government are probably listening, but it
is a technical thing, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and we really have to have governments who look in and say, yo, the people have to get what they deserve.
Yeah.
You know, and put laws in place, because it's a thing that you could put laws in place and then it crumbles off
yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's one of the reasons why they might not be going in certain direction, but then while you're not going in that direction, you're still putting a pressure on the real creative people that's supposed to get what they deserve.
Nicely said.
Yeah.
Very nicely said.
What is your take? You agree or you disagree?
My take when it comes to the okay, so let me just go back a little bit from and pulling from his point. So the thing about the creative industries and why Guyanese artists keep complaining about the fact that we want the copyright laws is that we are most popular at home. And if we're most popular at home with the copyright laws and we can earn, people say, oh, Guyanese artists got to invest in themselves. But Rollo give the example. When a youth off the street take his money, even Ernesta has a good example, take the money and invest it into, everybody, you keep investing into a business that keeps failing because that's how they will see it, as it's failing because I'm getting no profit from it, right? And so because they can't profit from it, they cannot reinvest in themselves. So the reason why the cry for copyright is such a big thing over and over at Guyanese artists is because you want to be able to earn monies right here because this is where we work in. Because music is a job, you know. I mean, we just make it look like an easy job because we love it and that's how we do it, but it's actually a job that you don't get paid for. That is where the challenge is.
Well, this is the thing. I know they're fighting to get the copyright law to protect a lot of local contents and a lot of things for Guyanese artists and stuff. I know the president would have said that he would like to make Guyana the entertainment capital of the Caribbean, you know what I mean, and South America. And you guys play a major role as entertainers, and this is where I see it's going to get a little good for you guys, you know what I mean. I trust and pray that the process happen fast, so it could protect all you artists, you know what I mean, because you've been doing it from the days when there were nothing.
And even you involved in that too.
And to even tap on it.
When you create your thing, if you create any original thing.
Yes, anything that's created from scratch belongs to the individual who created it.
No, I'm there. I'm fighting for you guys, you know what I mean. I'm there. I'm fighting for all of us, you know what I mean, to make sure, you know what I mean. I'm on the One Guyana team, and I'm making sure, you know what I mean, that it get better for Guyanese artists, because I've seen for the past couple of mornings, Guyanese artists have been respected more and acknowledged more on the outer countries. You know what I mean? A lot of people are looking to work with Guyanese artists. A lot of people are trying to do projects with Guyanese artists. You know what I mean? And this should be something that should happen at home. People should therefore come and fly. Hey, we ain't gotta go nowhere or send we thing nowhere. Come here and let everything happen here. We could therefore protect our rights and our copyright. You know.
And just for clarity, even from the perspective of government, is that we do have copyright laws in Guyana. The problem with the laws is that they're outdated. So the laws don't cater for things like internet, technology like your phones, or even the laws doesn't cater for any of those things, and the fines to the laws are like cents. Right, so even though we have the laws, it's just outdated laws that needs to be updated and improved.
I think at some point it's going to be updated. I can guarantee that. I've heard talks. I know it's a working process, it's a billing process, and I think pretty much soon it's going to be updated. It's going to be a change. It could happen this year, it could happen year end, it could happen next year, but it's going to happen, I think, very soon, pretty much soon. You know what I mean?
Even the Guyana is losing out on a lot of royalties.
Yes, yes. You know Guyana of itself is losing on a lot of royalties.
Losing out a lot on royalties, and because everything that we create, people just using it and you know.
Yes, and that even goes to do with a lot with like even our plants and our flora and fauna. Yes. You know, people come into here, they sample, they take medicinal properties out of these things and just take it away, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Guyana was the stone that the builder refused. Guyana was the stone, but Guyana now is the country that everybody have their eye on. And this is the thing I've been saying recently. I was in a meeting and I was saying, you know what I mean? Every country promote their tourism differently. You know what I mean? When people come into Guyana, since we're this big island nation and all these things happening, when people come into Guyana, they must be able to go to the seawall or go to some bar and hear Forest Band, Irish Band entertaining. Because when you go to Barbados and all these places, those are the things you see, local entertainers entertain the people.
And a perfect example, sorry, did I cut you? Go ahead, and I'll fall in.
What I want to say is I think too the example leads with us as, like we said, DJs and so.
Yeah.
Because the more you play the music, Guyana need role models.
Yeah.
So the more you play, you'd find people out there picking it up, and once they're hearing it, you're gonna find promoters wanting to create shows.
So the first thing we gotta do, we gotta shake up the DJ industry.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Well, we know we gotta shake
we
it up.
Gotta shake it up and get them to play the music more.
Yes, and what we said more on, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. I was driving today. I can't remember which station I was on. Some radio station. Generally, I'm on 100. For some reason, somebody changed my radio station, and I heard one song. I was driving. One song played 4 times today, right? And there's not a Guyanese song. What I'm saying is, why I can't driving wrong and hear one Guyanese song play 4 times a day? I would be like, yeah, but we get it some way.
So first thing we gotta do, and this is something that we could do as a body. You know what I mean? First thing we gotta do, we gotta meet out to the person that are responsible for broadcasting frequency. Yes. You know what I mean? This is the first thing you gotta do. Yeah. Have a meeting. Meet that person that controls that portfolio and make Guyanese music mandatory.
Yes.
Now
every country.
Now listen to me. Listen to me.
And this is the thing. If you're not playing 50% or 60% Guyanese music per week,
you can't get your license. Now that example. You see that example you give?
Yeah.
Is the example that Mr. Birchmore Simon has been fighting for the longest while. For you to get for your, because it's every year gotta renew your license for your radio station, right? Every year. In order for you to get this thing renewed, you have to be playing. And he didn't even say 50%. He was like, at least 30% of Guyanese music should be played on a radio station. Right? And then we could improve. As it gets, because the more people hear the music, the more they will create music. Right?
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to work on that to make that happen.
We're going to work on this to make it happen. I'm going to hold you to your word, you know.
We're going to work on that.
We've been working a long time.
Even if they say 30% is still good because we're part of the CARICOM, so we got to spread it out Caribbean music. Even if they say 30%, you know what I mean? Guyanese music need to be more, because I've seen a lot of talent. I've seen a lot of talent for the past.
But the rotation of the music is the problem.
I keep saying this thing. I wonder if it's the vaccine. Because since COVID come, I've seen so many different talented evolve. You know what I mean? I've seen so many things happen. And this is it here now in 2023. Forest Barn with a brand new song.
Yes, I love this song, by the way.
Still not getting the radio play or the airplay
that it deserves. Not even that it need, that it deserves.
For a man supposed to roll up to any radio station and say, play this, and it gotta be played because you guys set it, you guys are the foundation.
But why is it? No, why Forest Barn got to roll up to a radio station? Why Forest Barn just can't send out the music and hear it play? Because they got DJs who's going to look for people music. Nobody send nothing to them.
All the music
is going to look for it.
Right.
But when Forest Barn send out a music, hey, something new come out, or any Guyanese artist, something new come out, you should be happy to play it and put it on rotation.
I don't look for music, Vanilla. You know what I No, I'll give you an example, and I'm sure there are other DJs out there that artists would send them music directly to their email.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is one of the things that a lot of Jamaican artists would have done. They could, everywhere they go, they market themselves and connect to a DJ who is in the prime or who got a thing going on.
Right.
And they always send their music and send their music and send it going out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is where now Guyanese artists have to be more connected also with the DJs, and the DJs got to be more connected. Not because he's your friend, he's not my friend. You know, we got to
No, I don't think we're on
we got to go away from that and focus on pushing the music.
But Forest Born have 4 albums out there with other singles that are out. And I've been sending music to DJs and they don't play. One of the things that DJs do, they have to hear it play outside first.
And then they play.
Then they decide to play.
And you are true. You know why I can back that up too? Only I've just released not released, I send out a song and even DJs, there are certain DJs that I ask, hey, you got a tune? It's like, oh, no, you send it. I said, check, I stand up right in, I want to check your email right now, and you can see it there right there. And it's right there, you just then pay attention because we're important, right? But that's why not a gaffing, that's why not.
Yeah, so we just got to reset our mind thinking in how we want to push our artists forward. Because Guyana is on the rise, we know that.
Yes,
you know, so we need to showcase not only the aisle and we gold and our
but with
talent
people, another thing that you can possibly influence or fix, when we travel and we go overseas and you come out the airport, you must see some artist or somebody that you know that's popular right there, blast up.
You want a billboard by the airport with Vanella?
But you could, of course, I deserve it. It's 9 Road March. I don't think there's no other female in the Caribbean has won 9 Road March titles, right? But I'm just talking about Vanilla, talking about iconic people that when you come out the airport, you say, they want to know who is the person. And when a foreigner is like, who's the person by? You understand who is this person, and they're curious about what is, because these are people that are actually selling all the time, and we sell it because we love it.
When you know, come out Jamaica airport and go down, you see Chandra Paul, big someone, big.
That's the point, right? You don't have a choice. You just got to see the people. That's what we need to do it with people.
Somebody sent a voice note, so let's listen to the voice note till we get back. Hold on, let me just.
DJ Garwin, good afternoon. Lady B, good afternoon. Uncle, good afternoon. Yes, true DJ Garwin. Guyanese artists music got to play front of my 28 shit always. So nice topic I bring up. Bless Friday thought.
Fathers have been killed by you and your enemies. My mothers have been left alone and penniless. Her sisters have been raped on the road to Zion.
I'll tell a big one there coming from Firstborn. Of course, let's talk a little about this song before we go play it back and wrap up this segment with Firstborn family. We have survived. Tell us where the idea, who brainstormed the idea,
who write, who some of the writers.
We know mix overseas.
Yeah. We know.
You know what I mean?
It was also written by the producer. Actually, he was the one who came to us and said, "Yo, Firstborn, this song here, so I want y'all to sing it," because we worked with him before. We went to England. I think you was with us.
Yeah, I went there already. That was 2013.
He was the promoter that took us there to England. So he worked with Firstborn over the years, and he said, "I have 2 songs that I want y'all to sing." I write these songs, I write it with you in mind, right? And right now it resonates with us because Firstborn came through a lot through the years.
Yes.
And we have survived it. We as a people come through a lot. We came through COVID the other day. And we have survived.
We came through the traps.
This is the song that we need to really showcase again as we go forward in this album.
So this is the song you want me to put on repeat on the radio station?
Yes.
Nice. I love it. We have survived.
Going to be the song. We have survived.
Production nice though. I ain't gonna stop talking the production. I can feel it.
It is that Firstborn kind of tone vibes, you know what I mean? If you know Firstborn, you would know this is Firstborn.
Yes.
And this is one of the reasons that we've been holding ourselves, because a lot of people come to us with different rhythms and them kind of things, but it's not to our standard.
It's not
we
the
already set a standard. So the standard that we set, we have to make sure that we link with people that overstand that and would work, and you know what I mean?
I want you to remind Guyana and those persons listening in reason some of the major artists you would have worked with. They don't want to feel Forest Band as a now come thing. For the young ones without they know and they know Forest Band. Give them some history of some of the legends you would have worked with Forest Band family.
Bushy Banton.
Luciano.
Dennis Brown.
Yes, Jack Cure.
Phantom Moja.
Dwayne Stevenson.
Who know those music, know real tune?
No proper thing.
You know what I mean?
If you don't know them names, then you don't know music. Because if I know them names,
I think Forest Band is the first band group ever left from Guyana go to Jamaica to perform on a big which was the festival you guys went on?
Perform on Sting
some fest.
Yeah, those are both big festivals.
And you guys were the first group to ever left the shores of Guyana to go to. I know Jamaica don't accept nobody easy. So once they accept you, that mean you got to be good.
Accepted.
Big Jamaica give us big respect. Big respect, because what they see we have accomplished with him, because they're like, everybody's got to Jamaica for make sure that they get the forward.
Yeah.
And it don't be nothing easy. So when they see that the people love you, they just give you a forward.
Nice.
So when you went to Jamaica though, was it like a firstborn thing? Was it like how did you actually get there?
Our first performance was on the Freddie McGregor show, which was promoted by Mr. Walter Fraser.
Okay.
Freddie was there, and when Freddie heard us, he said, "Well,
right away,
we got here, So while he told us to go and come and sing one song for him every week.
Nice.
He came and sang, I think, 15, 16 songs.
One week?
No, every
one
week.
song a week.
Because at I think at Ginger's place where he had the item place Ginger. Back to Eden.
Back to Eden.
Then we finished after 16 weeks. He said, we're going to Jamaica. And he said next week we're going to Jamaica. And we like, well, give me an extra week. We want to go in and prepare ourselves. And the other week we flew to Jamaica and we recorded an album of, I think it was 17 songs in 9 days.
Wow.
And from there forward.
And then it was Walter Fraser, big up yourself. Thank you for opening the door and creating the avenue, for the breakthrough Guyanese artists to make it breakthrough not in Guyana but overseas as well.
But them time that Triano, how old you be now? Because them time he was a little.
He was like 2.
His first song at 16.
At 16.
And the song was Don't Find Me Wrong.
That's when he joined the group?
No, he was in the group at that point.
Yeah.
Trian is part of the starting of the group, you could say.
My dad was one of the founding members
of the group.
He was the elder, spiritual leader, and musical director.
Okay.
You were the youngest in the group all the while.
That's right.
Yeah. The song was Don't Find Me Wrong.
Don't Find Me Wrong?
Yeah.
That love song? No. What was the song about?
Don't find me wrong.
What was the song about?
Yeah. Don't find me wrong when you think that I am coming on strong. If it seems that I am coming on strong.
You know, girl, you sing the song. To find you coming on strong. You know
oh my God, it was a pleasure having you guys. I really, really enjoyed the chat, and I can't stop saying I love this one. I hear it one time, I love it. I say, by Forest Born is back. And I love it. I love it every time. Good job, guys. And thank you so much for just, holding the faith and realizing that, listen, I could still do this, I can keep the music alive. Because music, we can't survive without music, right? All right, then.
How are we going to survive? Don't tell you. How are we going to survive? No, we have survived. We have survived the music storm, the COVID, everything, the trial and tribulation. We have arrived alive in 2024. And it's good to see Forest Born have a brand new one here. We're going to leave this one with you. Before the rest them leave, anything for the youths, I always like to send positive message for the youths. So, for the youths, what's the message to the youths?
Focus and keep perceiving to achieving what you believe, and you will survive it. Yeah, man.
All the stuff I use them, you don't know, keep it up positive, you don't know, make sure you do something, keep for the earnings, something positive, don't know, keep it alive, you don't know, oneness, what's Rastaman vibe, positive.
Yeah, man, educate yourself, educate yourself. Most
respect.
important.
Niceness. One love, guys.
So think we won't survive? Now we there right in front of your eyes. You think we won't survive? We turn up now right in front of your eyes. When you did think that we would have died, Haile Selassie protect I and I.